As we get started in this morning's live, just have a little bit of patience here. I am not home, as you can see. I've got my son's doctor's appointment. We got to leave here about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to go to his surgeon who put in his G tube. Simple button change today, just an update, get his weight and so on and so forth. We'll be there about 20 minutes in totality from the time. Simple button change today, just an update from the time we walk in to go to his surgeon who put in his G. Oh, I have this on the computer in front of me, and I did not know the volume was on. That's okay. So welcome in everybody. I'm really happy to see the progression here this morning. Make sure to hit that like button if you are watching. Frisky Auto, good morning. Set Apart Spirit, welcome in. Glenn Barlow, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Hi Tom, altcoins dip before November. Thanks Glenn from England. Welcome in, mate. From England. Awesome. We'll go over that. I think there is that potential for this one more drop leading into November. No doubt about it. And we'll take a deep look, I promise you, my friend. And if you're interested in copy trading, I got approved through TOOBIT. And I'm going to be doing a few different ones through copy trade. We'll do Linea when we go through it. Today's a very important day for Linea as well. Because they have that 1.08 billion token unlocked today. So we'll go over big news there. But please, if you want to join me on TOOBIT, I highly encourage you. I really do. I encourage you to join. So that when I actually do get into the actual copy trading, your account set up, you have to click on it through the link. There's no exception. I'm not letting spammers in there. I don't want people to steal people's identities. So I made it to where there's no exceptions this time. And you get copy trade percentage of fees. Most exchanges won't let you change it. It's at 10%. There's nothing you can do on profits. Well, fortunately, TOOBIT let me take that away. So it's 0% profit margin. I'm doing profit share 0%. So none of your money is going to get held up by me. It allowed me to take it off. So I'm taking it off. So if you want to join me through TOOBIT. I'm going to share a link just for the copy trading part. I mean, you can click on the regular link and try to find me. It's just going to be a little bit harder. But that's the link to the copy trade. I turned it to 0%. So I'm not getting any profit sharing if you copy trade me. So there's no money over the top earned from you guys copy trading. I turned it off. So I guess I shared it twice. So that's if you want to do that. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. If you want to know more, look in the Telegram. Dan Margino and Jesse, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's number 3+ months with the XRP Meteor. Mosey here, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. And all I'm speaking of with just so I can be transparent, I might as well show this. I turned off the copy trade. So all that means is I turned it to 0% so that I don't make any profit off of the people following me. That's all it means. So if you're following me, you don't have to worry about, like on BitUnix, if we made $1,000, or if you made $1,000 profit, you would lose $100 because they had a profit share. On TOOBIT, if you make $1,000 off my call, if you're part of the copy trade, you keep all $1,000. There's no fee. I'm not here to make money off my audience. So if you want to join it, that's your prerogative. If not, I'm not going to beg. But I would love to see a bunch of people. We were up about $3,000 on BitUnix when we were doing it. And then it dropped down to like $1,800 during the cycle. And then it went back and forth, and then we had to close it because we had to find an exchange better for the... Anyhow, you guys get it. But I still use BitUnix. I just can't do it in the copy trading setting because they don't allow USA how they once did. Unless you're already a user. Tanya, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands badge. What a beautiful audience this morning. Beautiful audience. Like, seriously, we have such a great audience. I know my content's not being pushed around like it should, but that's probably my fault today because I shared my short right before this. So that might have stayed up a little bit. So I really need your help hitting that like button. 13 likes on the first, just about 46 people in here. John, good morning. Nickel Chicken, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens along with Karim. Thank you so much, Kareem. Jesse, good morning. So proud to see you in here. Thanks for being in Tom's Army 3+ months with the XP Meteor. John, good morning. Vadodamas, welcome in. Odele, my friend, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Self-awareness, welcome in. And I see you just joined Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is unbelievably incredible. It's not available in the UK, really? Interesting. I did not know that. Well, we're going to have to figure out something else for our UK friends. WeX might have to be part of this for some stuff. Maybe I'll try to fix the WeX copy trade as well. Because that's where we were supposed to do IOTA was on WeX, but then things weren't working properly. Oh, that sucks. It's not in the UK. I know in the USA, if you have to do it by sometimes when you're connected to Wi-Fi, it's tricky. But it is a NO.KYC exchange. I'm surprised it's not available in the UK. Need for Speed, welcome in. But self-awareness, thanks for joining Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Our newest member in Tom's Army, don't forget to go to YouTube, and let me share this on my phone. Don't forget to join the Telegram. It's in the post on YouTube. And you'll end up being able to be a part of this community. It's such a phenomenal community that we have set up here. I love it so very much. Yes, that's me. I'm the TOOBIT Pro Trader. That's me. Keith, if you're watching, who sent this message in here? Yeah, Keith. If you're watching this right now, that's me, my friend. That's me. There's nobody following right now. And the profit share should be changed. I changed it to 10% or 0%. I don't know why it says 10 on there. Let me just make sure it did that. I don't want it to have 10%. It's very simple, but good morning. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, October 10th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. There, I just changed it to 0%. I don't know why it didn't have it there, but it just changed it. See? Now you can see it. Oh, I guess you won't be able to see it, but it's 0% now. I had to change it through my settings. I guess it didn't save when I did it, unfortunately. So it says weekly profit share, 0%, but you get paid every week. So you get paid a bunch out of 0%. But yeah, my name is the TOOBIT Pro Trader right now. It won't let me change it to XRP Future Millionaire, probably because my signal is pretty weak here. I'm just glad the live's working. We knew it would here, so I'm blessed to see that. I'm glad to see everybody here this morning. XRP, I still think we're in this 5-wave. And we looked at this before, so if you're paying attention, and we'll go into Linea as well. If you're in here waiting for Linea, we're definitely going to go in Linea. They have that 1.08 billion token unlocked today. We've been waiting for fucking 2 weeks for this, and today's the day. So for XRP, what we've been kind of hypothesizing is that this would be the start of first wave down. This is like a 5-wave corrective wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth wave should bring us down to about 265-ish. And it has to be lower than the each of the prior waves. So we need to come down at least a fraction of a penny below 269 to validate this. And then if this holds, you're going to have an immediate bounce to 384 plus. Now, I like what MQT did in our Telegram, and I don't want to overshadow what he did, and I think it's very, very important and helpful to pay attention to what he's doing. He's next level. Him, Nick, and a few others are just next level. Recently, though, MQT has been putting, or MQT, you'll see him on here, but it shows MQ, has been putting phenomenal charting. And I love how he did this, because that's what I was seeing. 1 wave down, 2nd wave up, 3rd wave down, 4th wave up, and then the 5th wave down. Now, I don't know if it's going to stop at 265, go all the way to 222, go all the way down to 198, 177. We don't know. But I love what he did, because I agree with this. I think we're in a descending triangle, and it's a 5-wave correction. But then you can see how it's almost an expanding formation when you start to look at these are extremely bullish. These are extremely bullish consolidations, so don't be tricked by it. These are, and they love hunting the 1618. So wouldn't it be ironic if XRP goes down into that 250, 220 area, 260, just depending on where it decides to go? Nobody really knows. And then it bounces out from the 220 to 250 range all the way out $5 plus. I think this is why we're so close into November. I think November is going to be that parabolic push. I've been saying it for so freaking long. I've been saying it for so long. So holy crap. Incredible Volk. That is way too generous this morning. Wow. Oh my goodness. Incredible Volk, not only in Tom's run for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor, sends a $50 donation this morning. That is unbelievable. Unbelievably generous. I don't know what I did so far to earn that this morning. But he says, I know miners are up over 100% praying for pullback. Got some Dolly. Which ones do you recommend? Thanks, brother, for everything you do. Ooh. Great question. And thank you so much for that pay it forward mentality of the $50 donation. That is so incredibly generous. Between the super, it's funny, I haven't got a super chat, but I've been getting people donating subscriptions since that became a thing a couple days ago. So it's nice to see a super chat in here. I'm going to probably give some back. To be honest with you, that $50, I might give some subs here this morning. I like to give back what I get donated. So Dan Marginal, thank you so much, as you are amazing, Tom. I really appreciate that. And thanks for being in Tom's 3+ months with the XP Meter, along with Mr. G. Stott. Thank you, Mr. Stott. Appreciate that. Road less traveled, good morning. Yeah, we'll look at XLM for sure. We can look at that right now, actually. As XLM's a big deal in my plan, especially in this next push. I would prefer everybody to have at least 10,000 tokens. You can see we're on a major back test right now of XLM. And it's in a descending triangle of its own. It broke out. Looks like it's back testing as we speak. So I still think we could shuffle down here one more time. But what happens if, like with where we're at in positioning, what if we don't? Like maybe it consolidates through. Maybe it bounces up and consolidates back. But it certainly seems like if we're going through the same arithmetic form, it does look like XLM after this consolidation is going to be in for some nice movement. Now, is it going to come yet? I don't know, because it's back testing in the death cross right now in the 4-hourly. This is what you would need to do to further back test. Maybe it broke out early. Maybe this is a topping reversal that ends up coming back here to reaffirm 35 for a reaffirm. So we're just going to see how this transfers. But right now, we're in this what looks like a descending triangle. Resistance support, resistance support, resistance support, breakout back test. Next push would be 42.2, breakout back test. So this is big. This is big. If this is the consolidation now to push us out, we are almost through 70. We're over 70% of the move, and the apex is towards the end of October. So incredible Volk. Let me go into what you're talking about here. Let me finish saying hi to a few people, my friend, and I know you'll be patient. But we'll go into this. I did buy Dolly Varden as well. Yesterday it dropped a little bit more, but it's recovering a tiny bit in pre-market. Nothing major. We talked about, and I'm very proud. I'm very proud of what we talked about at $4.32 or 36 cents. And it came right down to $4.42. Where's that? We had $4.36 on here. We thought maybe it could back test this area. And it's back testing at least right now. I do think that one's a good one to look at today and in the days to come, because they have, so basically what's going on here is they've announced 4.3% of their common shares have already been promised at $6.50, upwards of 13.2%, and this is to help keep cash on hand for further acquisition that they're in the process of. So 13.2% of the outstanding common shares are promised at a minimum of $6.50. We don't know how long it's going to take to push these shares. And then some of them are already promised up near $9 plus, which means at $4.54 in pre-market, it's a steal. Sure, can it come down farther? If it comes below $4, I'm going to buy probably another 1,000 shares, FYI. I'll probably throw $2-3 grand into it. At least another 500 shares. So that's my target right now. As much as I want to say Silvercorp Mining because it went down 6.4%, when we first started buying it, it was sub $5. So Dolly Varden was about $3.75. I know it came up from $2.70 and such, but I still think Dolly Varden's probably the way to go. Fortuna Silver Mines over $9, which is still dirt cheap. They had great. Oh my God, they had great. Look at this. And if you're not on my Facebook channel, please follow Facebook, XRP Future Millionaire. It's in the video description below or pinned comments. Follow my page. Don't follow the scammers. YouTube doesn't do shit about them. It'll say exactly what I do. I have 7,800 followers, so there's no way for someone to mimic that exact number, even if they're trying to spam me. First Majestic was up, and nobody cares about this, but was up, and silver equivalent production jumps 39% year over year. First Majestic's mine performance in Q3 in San Dimas mine produced 2.69 million ounces, consisting of 1.47 million ounces of silver and 13,945 ounces of gold. Silver equivalent production increased 27% year over year, aided by a 40% increase in silver production and 11% rise in gold output. The Santa Elena mine produced 2.26 million ounces. Well, that's down 16% year over year, consisting of 412, but that mine had a little bit of a problem. And then you just look into some of these numbers. So they at least had a great jump right now. They jumped 39% year over year in production. So that is a foreshadow event. That's what Hecla Mining did. A little bit more steep for Hecla Mining, but pretty similar. And they were at about $5.20 when that came out. And now it's up at almost $13. So understand what's building here. And that there's a lot building in the miners. So I would pay attention to Dolly Varden. I mean, in comparison to where we're at, I still think B2 Gold's cheap, but it's no longer under $3, so that's something. Silver's teasing $50 right now. It's over, under. But that's my target for that first big push up was this blue line. So can there be consolidation now? Absolutely. If it breaks past this, we can go to 55.64, which I'm hopeful for. And then back test 50, but we'll see because we stopped just shy of 53 yesterday. But for crypto, it's that same ebb and flow. We're trying to get past this consolidation phase the best we can. And we've been doing this since January of 25. So this is nothing new. And I've still been under the impression could you please talk about ZBCN? They just partnered with Stellar and got a tier 1 listing on Kraken. Interesting. Yeah, no, it definitely had a nice little move up too. It bounced off the cup and hand or the pattern breakout, back tested it perfectly. They got a listing, which means after the listing, it'll probably have a downward consolidation. So it should be nice. No, I have no thoughts on Stellar. I'm not formidable enough to. Soul of Jeffy, welcome in and thanks for reading Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Crypto is weird, like investing in our demise. It's true. We are investing in our own demise. But the reason we're investing is so that we actually have funds for when the demise happens. That's my standpoint. Jordan English, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP 589 Moon Badge. Mario Louise Willamese, welcome in. Love that name. Mario Louise Willamese. What a day. Richard, good morning. Defined, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor, a very trusted mod in here and in the Telegram. Says, hey everyone, hit that like on the way in. Consider subscribing and joining Tom's Army for the best technical analysis on YouTube. If you're not in the Telegram, you're missing out. And Defined, if you could help me out a bit in the Telegram, I put the link for TOOBIT for the copy trading. Can you take a look through there and see what it looks like from the user's end? So that when we get going here, because we're running out of time, we got about 2.5, 3 weeks for everybody to get on board with that before trade opens. Because once we start alt season, once I feel like that's the time, I'm going to be opening them, and they're just going to, as long as TOOBIT works for us, it's going to be sitting there. Nova, welcome in. Road Less Traveled, good morning. Jesse, welcome in, and thanks for being in town. 3+ months with the XP Meteor. Says, very kind of you, Volk. Yeah, Incredible Volks donated $50 super chat this morning. Unbelievable, incredible. Zach, yeah, I've heard some talk about it. Mr. Sad, I don't really know a lot about it. I'm not very sure. I don't know a lot about it. But I have definitely seen a lot more talk on social media about it, so it caught my attention the last few days. Garbanzo, happy Friday, and thanks for being in town for 3+ months with the XP Meteor, along with Sola Jeffy. And Sola Jeffy, thanks for being in your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Says if you buy Zcash right now, you're just chasing. I don't disagree with that. Thanks, Stefan. I just want to see what it looks like from the user's end, because all I can see from the trader's end. Jay for Mix, you got TOOBIT working just now. Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. It's pretty seamless once you get it going. And they do have the money licensing licensing for the USA, so and they added more abilities for the USA, even if you want to stake in US dollars, which is interesting in a different way. I can't remember exactly what stable coin they use. It's interesting though. But let's see. XDC up 1.6%. I'm liking what I'm seeing here this morning. Only because XDC is very undervalued. The weekly's working its way down, and look at this. We've been waiting for a long time for this to come down into the oversold. It's peaking down there right now. Daily's peaking its way down, which is good. 4 hourly's moving up, which is what you want to see for this little retracement. It could come all the way up here, even if rejected at 758. But we are very close with XDC. XDC, I don't know if it takes as long, but we are very close. What the hell is going on here? XDC, I don't know if it takes. Did we really just get 5 gifted subs this morning? Holy shit. We have literally the most generous audience when it comes to trying to help out our fellow people. It's unbelievable. And we just got gifted subs like 5 days ago. And there's already been a few people that have gifted, including myself. But outside of oh man. That's unbelievable. Joseph Euler, thanks for not only being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XRB predictor, but also just gifting 5 memberships to the sub to the community. Remember, when you gift a sub, you're not obligated for the next month. It's up to the people who you gift it to continue the subscription. So don't think you have to continue that out of pocket, nor would that be fair or expected. Why isn't it showing you what kind of sub everybody is? Oh, because I'm on this computer here. It probably doesn't show it. So congratulations on getting the subs. Don Jackson, Giga, Josh Ritchie, Christopher Brown, Don Glass. Thank you so much. And congratulations on getting those gifted 1-month memberships in Tom's Army. Make sure you look in the post on YouTube so you can get into the Telegram now while you have that. And thank you, Joseph, for paying it forward. That is incredibly generous. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Bad. Says, I like TOOBIT, have Linnea on there. Crypto Kudo says, I also have TOOBIT with Linnea. Excellent. And their fees are dirt cheap. Like, if you were used to BitUnix, this is the next tier. Like, I was literally trading in and out of ZBEC when it was at the most volatile stages. And you're talking $10,000 plus, and the fees were basically zero. I'm still kind of in shock and awe because the fees are so cheap. It might even be better than BitUnix. And I know it's crazy to say, but when I do market orders on TOOBIT, I don't get the fee disparity like I used to get on BitUnix. Limit was phenomenal on BitUnix. You'd get great pricing. Market, it was skeptical. It was definitely a hit or miss. On TOOBIT, I can legitimately do market and not cost myself money. It's really weird. I love it. So whenever we get a red flag because the exchange goes away from the USA or Canada or our friends, we find another one that supports us with the NO.KYC. We have our tier 1 exchanges, but we need some so we can have a little privacy as well. Corey, good morning. Welcome in from the D down in Detroit. Yeah, I'm up in Grand Rapids today, Corey. Up from Clawson because we have my son's appointment I got to leave here about 10 a.m., about 10:10. So I would have to be out of here by about 9:45 at the latest. We're getting his button changed today for his G-tube. So just an overall checkup. His surgeon's phenomenal up here. So we're very happy to get an update and make sure everything's good. He's doing great, though. He just got done with his feeding. He's very happy. The doctors have had him on Poly V, which is like it's an in-depth vitamin. But guess what? The vitamin's made from all concentrates. So I stopped the Poly V and got him something else that actually gets the real vitamins instead of a concentrate of them. Isn't it amazing the doctors will give you a concentrate of vitamins? Like, come on now. I don't even buy myself a concentrate when I give myself vitamins. So, and they say, oh, this is the easiest way to do it when he got his 6-year checkup. And we're like, no, we're going to switch to this. And it's got better, it's better. It's just better. Better ingredients, more stuff he needs, lots of the fillers, which always pisses me off when the doctors give you fillers, but I digress. Robert, welcome in. Kyle Kupiak, good morning. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year at the I Told You So badge. Cape Cod Kyle from Massachusetts, but now also bought a house in Florida at least. Some say it's for tax purposes, but some say who knows, for the incentives. But Cape Cod Kyle, welcome in. Appreciate seeing you here. Incredible Volk says, wish I could get TOOBIT. So pissed, limited to WEX. That sucks. We're going to have to, you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to, we are going to have to probably keep it going on WEX then. Because I see a few of you, especially from the UK, that WEX. So I'm gonna keep WEX open, and I'm gonna try to figure out the copy trade, why it wasn't working, because I do keep my IOTA on WEX, so I could certainly do trading with the community on there as well. I don't need to be limited to one. It's just different strokes for different folks, and some people in different parts of the country and world, we have to do things different. Jerry Clark, good morning, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands badge. Excellent show of support there, Mr. Clark. Thank you so much for that. Joel Jeffy says, do you think we get bullish late October through early winter because bears literally go into hibernation? Funny. I mean, not just because of that, but it's just for whatever reason, one, tax harvesting, two, positioning before the end of the year. And then, a lot of companies have valuations at the end of the year. So that last half of Q4 start to go parabolic. But then, right, it's like I say, November's great, usually. But then once you get to Christmas time, they like to rug us in crypto. It just happens every year for some reason. And then it builds back up in January. So I think we're building into a perfect slot here going into end of October, early November. And I'm sticking to my tune. I've been saying it for 9 months. I'm not changing it now. But yeah, I think so. Tango, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. Says, good morning from a chill New York morning. Absolutely. It's only 47 degrees here in Grand Rapids. It was 38 when I woke up. Warmed up a little bit here. So Michigan, and for our side of the East Coast and such, our warm is ending. Lori says, yes, must support everyone that isn't AI. Amen to that. The artificial intelligence from influencers is getting ballistically bullshit is what it's becoming. It's so annoying. So yeah, support real people. That's for sure. Support real people. I completely agree with that because it's getting a lot more difficult, if I'm being honest. There's a lot more stuff that you see and that's becoming realer and realer. A lot of people are being fooled with the AI, like disturbingly fooled to where they're like getting fooled out of their life earnings because they see somebody who looks like, oh, it could be me. Remember that fake AI that somebody made of me? And I look like an Indian, sound like an Indian, honestly. So people are getting creative. If they want to steal money and not go to work, they're going to try to figure it out. And people are like, well, why do they do that? Why don't they just get a job? Well, I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of being a scammer to get a job. So, but I mean, that's just something we deal with. There's not much we can do about that. So all we can do is try to protect ourselves with with understanding the difference between real and fake. Burn everything IOTA AI. Started building a bag. Be good humans. IOTA AI. Excellent. Ooh, look at that. Let's see who gets the gifted subs. It never goes to the one person I want it to. I mean, I like everybody who's getting it, but I really would like Lori to get a gifted sub. But no, it never gives her one for some reason. But I gifted 5 subs because I got a generous donation from Incredible Volk, and I like to give back. So he donated $50. I donated it right back to the community. So Alex, Eric in Ohio, Smiley, Polcast, Kyle Bessany, and Flex RP. Congratulations on getting the gift memberships. And that's my son's account. I created that. I don't think ZBCN is on Kraken. I know it's on crypto.com, it's on TOOBIT, it's on BitUnix, it's on WeX. I don't think it's on Kraken. So thank you so much, Incredible Volk, for allowing me the opportunity to give back a little bit further this morning. That really means a lot to me. I think that's like 20 gifted subs so far I've been able to give back, thanks to the community giving back to me. That's incredible. Cannabis Podcast, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months now with the XP Predictor. Make sure you check out his channel. He does a lot on holistic healing, the power of the cannabis plant, and also the legalization coming across the country. Diesel, good morning. It'll be out on October. Oh, great information. Self-awareness says ZBCN will be on Crack on October 15th. So that's 5 days from now. So let's take a look at Linea. Linea's holding pretty strong here. And now that we have that 1.08 billion token unlock, I mean, as long as this holds this area, as long as this holds this area, what is going on here? I just keep very close. I'll just mute this. It's going ballistic on my screen in front of me. So I mean, technically we held this consolidation like a fucking champ. We really did. We held this like a champ. Interesting. So now we might have to come right back up to here. I could do a test. Well, I don't have anybody copy trading is the problem. I would love to do a test to see how it works. But we'll see. We'll see how this reacts. I'm going to go into the Linea right now, and we're going to find out what the token dump looked like. So, actually, let's go to Gemini and see if it has any information for us real quick.
The token unlock event for Linea tokens, is scheduled for today, October 10th, 2025. Here is a summary of the key information. Amount unlocked, approximately 1.08 billion Linea tokens. Impact on supply. This unlock represents a significant increase, estimated to be around 6.57% of the current circulating supply.
Unlocking 6.5% of their total supply today. So that's something we're watching to see how it transpires. I was hoping to get a little more details on it. 1.08. And we've been watching this for several weeks. Linea's, well, that was from 2 days ago. But when? What time? Does anybody know what time? Because I don't think it shows an exact. I think we're just kind of stuck here waiting. Yeah, I don't think it's going to tell us an exact time. What time is unlocked? It's valued at 29.4 million. Actually, we're going to be going, Frankie Fresh, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's over 6+ months with the XP Predictor. And Janine, if you're watching, I hope you're having a blessed morning so far. And Frank, I hope your hand's ever so slightly improving. We have his button change. I have to leave here at about 10 a.m. It's at 10:30. So about 1 hour from now is when he actually gets his change. But everything's going good, so I don't expect any issues today, to be honest. Stephen G, welcome, and thank you, Frankie Fresh, for asking. I'll definitely keep everybody updated. Stephen G, thanks for being in Tom's over 3+ months with the XP Meteor. Says 20 minutes behind on the live, Tom. You looking at any copper miners at all? No, because I missed the Mr. Copper, and I'll never, ever get over that. So, and if you don't know who Mr. Copper is, take a look at that company. Missed the boat. So, no, not as of now. Copper's way too volatile. But I definitely wish I would have paid attention to Mr. Copper when we were watching it, me and old Vincenzo. Devin, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years now with the XP 589 Moon Badge, and a very trusted mod in here. I really appreciate that. Lovelace, good morning to you, my friend. So, I mean, with Linnea, we're waiting for this unlock. We're waiting for some information on this unlock. And once we get the information, it's going to be good. Let's see. We already know what happens today. No news yet, though. There's no news. I know it has an inverse head and shoulders set up from September, but then it came back down and pulled the support structure, which is good because it could validate that. So, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of updates on this from anybody. We've been looking at it every single day. It's just bands up 3.58%, which is nice to see. It's bouncing. Looks like a beautiful inverse head and shoulders, which is about to pull us up near 75. So if you're part of band, look for about a 7-cent increase here or so. We should be coming up to 75. If we get rejected here, which might be strange because that looks like a bullish continuation on an inverse right shoulder, it would come to 59.7, but this looks like it's got eyes for 75. Still, I don't like where it's at in the daily, though. I wish this would get one more clear out. Weekly reversal, though, is pretty strong. Man, it looks like it has eyes for 75 cents here. Guess we'll have to wait and see, but that certainly looks like there's eyes for 75. Interesting. Let's see. Xander, Linnea, the unlock is scheduled for today and will likely be processed according to protocol schedules, which commonly occur at midnight UTC or within the first block of the... Ooh, yeah, okay. That's kind of like XRP at midnight UTC time. So, let's see.
$12 Coordinated Universal Time, is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is because...
So that's 7 a.m. here if it was 12 a.m. Interesting. We'll see. We're going to be in the midst of it today. There's no doubt about that. We're going to be in the big midst of it. Man, it's in such an interesting spot for Linnea, though. It's at the bottom of the support structure, and it's either it busts through here, and it comes down to either 0.016 or 0.012 or 3, or we hold this structure, and now we start to go back parabolic. It's just that daily is significantly oversold. I mean, significantly. This substantial, what we're seeing here. It is significantly oversold. Like in the 4-hourly seems to be pushing on a break up. Feels like we could break up here. That's a flag in the stochastic. Huh. Linnea looks like it could break up here. I'm just saying. I'm not a financial advisor, but damn. That looks pretty nice. Yesterday we talked about Epic in the Telegram that it could have a 13% reversal when it was at 149 to come up to that 170-ish area to back test the breakdown. I'm still hopeful it does get that further rejection and comes down here sub $1. But I don't know if it's going to happen. You know, that's just hopeful, but I don't know if it's really going to happen. Axelar's up 1.75%. I keep telling everybody you want to own some of this for long term. It's just you got to find the right place. 4-hourly's cooking a little bit here. Smaller time frames are starting to cook. This descending consolidation hits an apex in mid-November perfectly. So literally the floor right now is 26.6. The resistance is 32.28. So you're basically in the middle. Let's see. Of Linnea, I've been in and out of Linnea. Right now, no. Because I wanted to see how the token unlock would happen. But with the way it's set up right now, I mean, there's speculation here that we could theoretically buy it and get rid of it if it comes through that 247 area. Or you can make yourself a little bit of grace and say, well, maybe when it comes through 245. So yeah, there's an opportunity here for sure. Especially if we get some market support. That token unlock, there should be something going on with that. So, I mean, there's a play here of about only a 3% down, which means on every $1,000, you're looking at about $30. So on $10,000, that's about a $300 risk. That's not much. And the risk would be you're playing it for a 10% push up. So it's like a 3.5 to 1 play here. So you're always looking for about a 3-to-1 on your loss of profit potential. If you're playing it to resistance, that's 11%. That gets you almost 3.75-to-1 risk reward ratio. That's actually pretty good. Good morning, AWL from Las Vegas. How cool. So awesome. We got such a wide expanding audience. It's awesome. I love our audience. Let's see. The only thing that sucks is I can't really do anything until we actually have people copy trading. So even if I wanted to copy trade this, I wouldn't be able to because I don't have anybody copy trading yet. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody following yet. It'd be nice when somebody does so I can see if it works. But as of right now, nobody has followed yet, which is okay. One, I don't even know if anybody can see me. Two, I don't know if it's letting you follow. So, once somebody does, I'll be able to give further updates. But yeah, Linnea, it definitely looks like there's a little bit of an opportunity here. There's no doubt about it. Yes, it's in the morning right now. Yes, we have that unlock. I mean, that seems pretty interesting to me. What do we think in the audience? Well, I still have time because I'm going to have to go here soon. Because we're getting close to my son's doctor, his appointment with the surgeon for the button change. Lovelace, good morning. I searched for you on TOOBIT but didn't show. You can't search for me XRP Future Millionaire. Right now on TOOBIT, it's got it like this. I am, what the fuck do they call me? Oh, I guess that one doesn't show on here. Whoops. Let me look on here. It's like TOOBIT. Somebody shared it in Telegram. That's what it was. It's this person. That's me. I am TOOBIT Pro Trader because it won't change. Or it might be my internet signal that doesn't allow me to. But it is not. At least before it wasn't allowing it to change for some reason. But that's what it says on my lead trade account now. So yeah. We'll try to figure it out. Once the fine gets going and is able to set it up and help me out, it'll be a lot easier. But yeah, it's I wish it would let me change the name because I think it would make it a little bit easier for everybody to find me. But it's the least of my problems right now. So yeah, that's, for whatever reason, that's not. It's probably because of the internet connection, if I'm being honest. Let's see if there's an Xfinity connection right here. Yeah, because right here I can get Xfinity, so I might be able to get a slightly quicker. Honestly, I need to remember that because I forgot I could do that here. Forgot I could get Xfinity from this corner of the building. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. It's not secured, so I'll have to do it from my phone. Let's see, I searched for you on TOOBIT. When is the Apex? If it plays out perfectly, end of October. But 70% of the move can be on this next movement up, remember. Because this will push us out into because we'll be in the second week as this pushes out. That technically is about 70% through. Remember, we also have this broadening wedge. So if this holds, then we come back up here to make a third higher high. So this could be interesting. Because right now we came into lower lows as we make higher highs. We're trying to break and make a new higher high right here before we make a lower low. And then we're cooking. And then that would push us all the way back up to 4-1 area. Oh, we have a lot of ability to cook here for Linnea. A lot. And we're at the support structure, so... How did I get 2 hearts on my 2-bit trader? So 2 people hearted it. I don't understand. I didn't even know you could heart it. I don't know what that means. Let's see. If I go to trade, is Linnea in here? Linnea is in here. Let's see. If I go to 1x, I gotta put my money in. Oh shit! I forgot to put the money in here. Maybe that's why nobody could find it. Let's see. So by size Linnea. I kind of want to see how this works. This could be a nice test, actually. It could be a nice test. I'm okay with this. I need to do it at some point to see how this works. And I don't think there's anybody following, so if I lose money, it's not like it's going to matter. So yeah, as a test, but more than a test, because I want to hold this token and see if this actually pans out. I've opened 222,000 tokens at 1x in the copy trade, just to see how it would work. There's nobody copy trading, so no one's going to be affected by this. I just wanted to see if it would open. Let's see. So my copy trades. Yeah, it opened. It definitely opened. Look, there it is. Current trades, Linnea. Excellent. Oh, that makes me happy. It opened perfectly. I mean, I opened it with myself, but that's okay. Good, it worked. That's all I care about. I just wanted to make sure it works. So, if you ask, yeah, I have 222,000 Linnea. It could be the bottom. Absolutely. We were looking to see if October 10th we could hold this, but just be transparent with my audience. If it comes down and breaks this formation, I'll sell it and buy it cheaper. I just wanted to see how the copy trade works. And at the same time, it was a perfect time to add exposure while this is panning out. So that is what I'm working on right now. And then I'm going to further try to evolve that with the 2-bit. What's the minimum max for copy trade? $10. $10 you can do a minimum. Maximum, I don't think I put a max, did I? Let me look. I don't. I guess that's a good thing to look at. I'm glad you said that. Let's see. Minimum input is 10 or 100. Fixed amount, $10 ratio base. I'll keep it at $10. Just at the minimum, so that'll be up to you guys. Anything you want to do between there, I'm not too worried about. If you do $10 or more, I don't care. But yeah, $10 is the minimum. You can do as much as you want. Is ETF coming in November? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah, that's me, CJ2 Pilot. It says 2-bit pro trader. That is absolutely me. And once I get on a secured network, I'll change it to XRP Future Millionaire, but it won't let me because I'm on a non-secured internet right now. But I'm gonna have to have Define look at it deeper, or one of my mods who is on there, just so they can see what the settings are for actual users, because I can't see the user settings, which sucks. So that's where we end up having some issues. So I trust my audience to help me out there. The robotics page we'll keep looking at day to day. We've got gold trying at the 4,000 level. Mining stocks opened up pretty strong Who asked me about Dolly Varden earlier? Volk. Yeah. Asked me about it. So, Incredible Volk. I know you're still, yeah, I see a comment recently, so I know you're still in here. Nice little reversal here for Dolly Varden up 5.39%. We thought this was a steal on the drop, so we'll see if it comes lower or if it ends up breaking out of here. Now, that was a substantial pullback after they announced what they announced from $5.40. That's a beautiful consolidation, 17% drop. That's beautiful. Golden cross intact in the 4-hourly, trying to get back above the 20-day. Daily time frame, 20-day supports holding within the golden cross. Weekly is where it gets a little dangerous. Is that a weekly reversal here? We don't know. If it is a weekly reversal, we could come all the way back down and retest the lower boundaries. So it'd be interesting, but it's definitely, I think it's undervalued based on the deal that they're making or have made. So, I mean, it's going to take a lot of fortitude here. It's going to take a lot of fortitude to trade these markets. And yeah, there's no doubt about it. Precious metals and commodities and mining stocks are way up. It's nice to see we've basically gotten back everything we lost yesterday. This is what happens in bull markets. They have these volatile drops and then it just recovers. Silver's up 2.12% today after a nice volatile shakeout. First Majestic back over 14. Hecla back over 13. So, like, those minor drops like yesterday I look as opportunity. Could have dropped farther. I would not have argued if it wanted to drop another 5 to 10%, but here we are. But like, there's no guessing. Like, you don't have to guess on my portfolio, especially, you know, in this season. Because IOTA, the 40,000 is sitting on WEX. 30,000 Algo, 100,000 XTC, and 10,000 Band are sitting on Kraken. Right now, 222,000 Linea is sitting on TOOBIT. I've still got 8,000 or 9,000 in cash sitting there. I've got 2,500 on BitUnix for what? I have no idea. XRP and XRP Healthcare on the XRP Healthcare wallet. I think I missed one or two. I missed XLM. XLM sitting there in my Kraken wallet, 10,000 tokens. Oh, it's either 10 or 20. I can't remember. Because there's allotment, so I might have to buy 10,000 more. I can't remember. What else? V-Chain's still sitting painfully down there at the 2.2 level, so that's still a great bargain. 100,000 tokens for $2,235. I think that's a steal. But other than that, I gotta get going, everybody. I don't want to end this, but I have to. You guys know I have to go to that button change for my son. Thank you to everybody who donated. Incredible Vault. Thank you for the $50 donation. Thank you, Joseph Euler, for the 5 gifted subs. Thomas Speaker III, my son who's autistic, his account was donated 5 gifted subs to memberships as well to give back for the $50 donation from Incredible Vault. So I like to give back to the community. So thank you all so much for that. You hit update on... Yeah, you're going to have to go back into settings and switch it into English. That's interesting. But I got to go, everybody. I hate to cut everybody off, but I do have to go. Got to get to this appointment. But we'll be back. We'll be back. Got the Tigers this afternoon trying to get into the championship series, so we'll see how that goes. Hell, yesterday was a spectacular day of, I don't gamble, but if you did, gamble. On FanDuel. I hit a 4-leg parlay in the NFL game, didn't even watch it. I just picked what I thought was going to hit, and 50 hit like 350. And then the Georgia Southern game, they were down by 14, and I bet them plus 9.5 with the over. And it hit plus 9.5. They covered it, and it hit the over. So that turned into a cool, crisp $500. That was a nice night last night. But yeah, I digress. Thank you all so much for watching. Take a look over at TOOBIT if you want to copy trade. We'll see how it goes with the settings with this Linea trade. Make sure if you're paying attention to Linea, this is a test, folks. So if you're copying in the future, nobody's in it now, so I'm able to test this free and clear. Watch this 247. If this busts, especially if it comes below this 2445, don't sit in this drop. Don't sit in the drop. Wait for 1.7 or 1.3. But if this is a bottom put in, now that the token release is happening today, it'll come up to 2.8. So there's a lot of skepticism going on. There's a lot of variables that can play out here, but don't do anything crazy. And just let's watch this play out. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure that subscribe button as we're, pushing up past 47,000, trying to push to the next 100. And then consider joining Tom's Army so that you can get into the